Alright, this is where I'm mounting my oil cooler, right where the spare tire was. I just cut those out, and I had some channel laying around and some strips of aluminum. So now the cooler is braced so it doesn't flex. The washers are aluminum. There's some aluminum plate I cut up, and the washers there are steel washers, but there's a 1/4 inch aluminum washer under that. So when you go to tighten this, you want to make sure that this is floating. You want to make sure it's loose. So when you drill the holes, drill them a tad larger, because if that's stressed, it's almost guaranteed to leak. So that cannot be stressed. The hoses are going to run all the way up to the transmission. If you body mount and frame mount, remember, things flex and twist. So if you do mount a cooler, it needs to be stable. It needs to be stabilized, and no twisting, no flexing. You know, obviously there's probably going to be a little flex, you know, between the frame rails, but not like if you're to half mount it on the body and half mount it on the frame. So, and like I said, I got aluminum spacers and washers, so that'll absorb some of the vibration and what have you. But yep, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Alright, I'm going to be mounting the filter and then calling it a day because I got to do some running. Okay, boils and ghouls, this is what I've got. The transmission, I added a drain plug, and this is when you have a drain plug in a transmission pan, it's just to drain the fluid, okay? That's so the pan's easier to take off. I put that in there so I can just pull the pan, inspect it, change the filter, you know, make life a little bit easier, okay? So the outlet of the transmission, okay, that's going to go down the frame. Okay, it's going to go on the side of the frame to the transmission cooler. After it goes in the cooler, out of the cooler, it'll go out, back along the frame rail, into a filter. It'll get filtered again before it goes into the transmission, okay? And everything is good with the bracket. The bracket's a little close, but the cable, it clears everything, so I'm good. And those 2 holes in the cross member are actually already drilled. So all I had to do is just drill that one. And that's kind of where I'm at. The O2 is, I'm going to use the stock O2 location, which is in the curve, which is good. It's pointing upward, which is good. And I'm just going to have a single exhaust dump before the rear axle. And that's it.